It was really awesome to have such an intensive 3 or 4 days of just working all day.
The rehearsals were certainly busy and intense and focused.
Very difficult program, to say the least.
It's like an intense boot camp style preparation process.
And we worked very hard to make sure that every piece that we were putting together was at its highest level.
It was a program that, involved a lot, but I felt okay going for that because I loved all the music so much. We were put up in families' homes in Huntsville. I stayed with a really, really nice couple, Stephen and Daniel. We felt, really close with the supporters of Rocket City New Music.
For a lot of even outtown gigs, the musicians stay at a hotel.
Going back and sort of being alone and
just go to your rehearsal, do the concert, go back. But here,
we were always together after rehearsals to have time in the evening where we would go to Rick and Wendy's and, have a little dessert whiskey and just chill out and talk about the day.
The best thing for me is beyond the music is getting to know the people.
So that we have an opportunity to get to know them and to build relationships.
It just felt really warm and nice the whole time to have that kind of connection.
And how we became really good group of friends at the end. I really, really had a good time.
A lot of concerts just don't have the budget to actually use really cool lighting design.
And I had never worked with another classical music organization that really cared about the lighting and making us look really polished.
It's an amazing feeling. Yeah, it makes us feel like rock stars.
And even to the point where the musical changes are lined up. And I think that draws people in.
And I feel like that has a huge impact on how the music is perceived.
I think it allows anybody that's new to new music to really kind of listen to it in a certain context or understand some of the gestures better.
Rocket City New Music has had great crowds, great energy.
The energy of the audience as well was really inspiring to feel and to be a part of. And they're excited about that. I can feel that energy.
The big cities are spoiled and get all of the exciting stuff, especially the exciting cultural stuff.
So I think oftentimes when we think of the South, especially the deep South like Alabama, I think one would think that there's a lot of focus in just not much culture maybe.
It's not like a New York or a Los Angeles. It's this very special pocket in the country that I think is hungry for this kind of music.
Huntsville had amazing appreciation for this new music. I think the audience was truly appreciative of the programs.
We are the beginning of something, and it's hard to be part of that a lot of times. We're always doing something that's already there or that already made it.
Beethoven, Bach, Brahms,
Beethoven, Mahler, Stravinsky, Strauss, all these, titans. When they wrote those pieces, they were the new music.
It was something that was pretty much foreign to a lot of the people of the time. So the true visionaries and the true leaders of music and composers are always going to be trying something that is a little bit more uncomfortable perhaps, or something that is a little bit less familiar to the general public. The initiative to have new music anywhere really is very, very important.
Just creating new sounds, new sound worlds, new ways you even think about approaching your instrument.
This is why we exist, is a lot of the instruments became popularized in the 20th century. So I feel like this is really a field that keeps growing.
We need to be engaging all the time. We need to be encouraging to work with composers. We need more repertoire. We need more of the accumulation and development of experiment and collaboration.
The new music scene is there, and which is created by Rocket City, and
smaller but up-and-coming vibrant scenes in a lot of other cities and communities around the country that deserve just as good quality access to these kinds of things.
Huntsville is just this exploding scene of young people, of science, of innovation and brilliance, and those movers and shakers, I think, need to also be stimulated in the artistic side, the cultural side.
The community of Huntsville deserves to have Rocket City New Music.
It very much jives with a personal mission of mine, which is to raise the cultural vibrancy of this entire state.
I really wish for Rocket City New Music to flourish and just to sustain and go on for a very, very, very long time and be really plugged into Huntsville, Alabama, which I think you guys are already doing.
It would be really amazing if Huntsville becomes a place where like, oh yeah, I've been there. You know, really great musicians across the country to kind of form like a network through this experience and, you know, kind of form new friendships.
When the work is really good, you know it from the beginning. And then this one was like that. It's really rare. It doesn't happen every time.
What you guys got there is incredibly special, especially the people that you have in Huntsville.
But that was such a magical week down there. I did miss that. It was kind of like time didn't exist for a few days being down there, and it was really nice to do that trip and get to know everybody. I love you guys.